Welcome back to BSLR Live. Yippee.
Gold all in my channel.
Really gold all.
I was telling you back then, I feel real old because I have no idea what the holy Jesus that was.
That's Trinidad.
That's Trinidad James. What?
Trinidad.
All gold everything. No.
Yes.
Don't believe me, just watch.
Okay, so.
That's my favorite part of the whole
believe it.
song.
Right, so following your dreams in 2013.
As you're following your dreams, make sure that your mate is not left behind.
Right, because that can be, and just to give you an example of that, everybody in 2013 has a New Year's resolution, right? Uh-oh. Here we go.
What if your mate needs to be left behind?
Ooh. See, we didn't talk about that last week.
Ooh.
I did not ask.
Ooh. You know, when you start to move forward, and in some cases, the people who were with, because we've always said it, that the people who know you, or who think they know you before you started moving forward, are always the most critical of you.
Yes, right.
Because they have seen where you were, and then all of a sudden, as you start to progress, they're still holding on.
Right.
They're still holding on to what you used to be.
But not only that, the people you should keep in your future are the ones that are okay with you becoming a better person. The ones that are holding on to when you was that broke down, busted, foul mouth, whatever, who want you to stay that person when you were so narrow-minded and whatever, that's the person you don't want to move forward in your future with you.
So let me ask you this, so ladies, let me ask you this. What are some of the telltale signs that you can see in the person to know? What are some of the distinguishing factors to know if you need to leave this person behind or if this person needs to work with you?
Negativity, number one.
Yeah.
If you see that negativity, like the number one thing, you change. If your so-called friends, people that you've been with for the longest, are the ones that are trying to keep you in that same spot, like that can't stand to see you doing better than them, right? Or progress because they're scared. They're too scared to jump out there and go out there on their own instead of motivating you to go ahead and do it. That's somebody that you need to cut off.
Okay, that's the first thing.
That's the thing. I mean, that's the biggest thing. The person that tells you, oh, you can't do that. If anyone tells you you can't do something that's not going to harm you, mind you. We're talking about things that's going to better you. They tell you you can't do something that's going to better you. They're telling you you can't reach your dreams. They're not somebody you want to be.
Okay. All right, so the first one is negativity.
Negativity.
Give me another example.
It goes beyond just being negative, just shouting at you and just being nasty. Some people, for no reason. You tell someone, well, I'm about to go out and pass out flyers. Why the F you gotta do that? Yeah. Because it's my
They gotta know about it.
Okay, so anger, negativity.
Suspicion.
Suspicion? Okay, give an example of suspicion.
In the case where, for instance, when I was with a gentleman, and at first he was all excited and happy, and oh, I want you to meet this person, I want you to meet that person, and then he saw me progressing, and I was on the phone, I was constantly working. Who are you texting now? It's a photographer. Who are you talking to now? It's another model. Who are you talking to now? Where are you going? What are you doing? You said you wanted me to do what I wanted to do. You wanted me to progress, and you wanted to see me do well as a model. But I can't talk to photographers, I can't talk to other models, male or female, I can't go out to events. What do you want? You know what I'm saying? And then, so they're suspicious and they lose the trust.
So what we have negativity, we have anger,
suspicion, insecurity.
I think
that's enough right there. Right.
So,
what about your version of reality? Quote unquote. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Explain that.
Like, what you're doing realistic? You know what I'm saying? You know, like, cause you're passionately going at your dream. You ain't really got the money that you know what I'm saying? But you're passionately going at it. They don't see the ups and downs. They don't see why you're on that phone call for 45 minutes to 2 hours. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
You know?
Right. Oh, they're like, hand the mic to Nala, because Nala has just done a calendar for 2013 and talk about business sacrificing. I know that had to be a major thing for you. And I know you need it because I know you're on Facebook a lot and you give out a lot of inspirational things. But tell people a little bit about how this whole process has been, you know, doing the calendar. Some of the negative things that you've heard in doing the calendar and how you personally had to push those things aside in order to follow your dreams in 2013.
Well, I would say there was a lot of sacrifice into the project because it was like a 4 or 5 month time span that it took for me to complete the project. I've had friends that is like, oh, they're not supportive because I can't hang out with them at the nightclub, or I can't come chill over the house. First of all, I'm not a nightclub type of person like that unless I'm going to support somebody for something, or it's a special night for some odd reason. So you have those friends as well. Then you also have those, like someone addressed, or one of you guys addressed earlier, that they seem very supportive in the beginning, but once they see things coming along, they kind of step back because they feel like you're going to overshadow them. And these are even people I know that's in the industry as well. So it's unfortunate, but I've had to cut back contact and continue to push for this project, because at the end of the day, this is my brand, this is my livelihood. So if they can't understand it, I can't help that, because my thing is, not only did I sacrifice spending time with friends, I'm saying I have a little girl, so I sacrificed a lot of hours with her. I was thankful that I have a mother that helped me a lot to watch her when I need to go to shoots and go have meetings with photographers and my graphic designers and so on and so forth. But also it took a lot of time, it took a lot of my own personal money. I didn't have distribution back in, so I had to take a loss with that in order to do what I need to do. And now I have the product here and I'm making the money back. So Absolutely. It is what it is.
We want to stress, and I'm glad we touched on this again. Capri, thank you for changing the whole subject, because I think this was something that everybody needed to be made aware of. Because just because you are, even though you are following your dreams in 2013, you have to let that luggage go. You have to let that bad shit go. You know what I mean? Being 100%. Get rid of that negativity. Yeah. Don't surround yourself with people who are going to smother you, hold you back. We're moving forward in 2013.
Right, and also because for those of you that weren't listening last time, you suck first of all. But we talked more about how do you make sure that you don't leave behind the person that's been there supporting you the whole time. How do you make sure that you stay with them, or you don't neglect them because they've been there by your side. So you really took that in a different direction that we really didn't even think about.
But I do want to say this though. I do want to say this. If the person has value and the person has been with you and doesn't demonstrate any of those characteristics that we just talked about, you need to make sure
you're cutting out time.
Yeah, make sure you cut some time for them.
Include them. And I guess you would also want to include them in whatever it is you have going on.
Absolutely.
So they don't start kind of like, oh, well, she's blowing up and she don't need me no more.
Right. Ask her to come to, ask him or ask her to come to a shoot.
Right.
Ask him or her to come to
a party or an event.
You know, ask them to come.
Make sure they dress right.
Yeah.
And if they don't know, hit up Capri, admin Capri, I'm sure they know.
So we're gonna go to break.
Yes.
Coming back, D-Rock, who you got?
I got 2 people.
You got 2 people.
Who's first?
Your choice.
We'll figure that out. We're gonna make this a surprise. Somebody's